Hey my good friends, Sam Haymart with Test Driven TV. It is the end of 2022 and I wanted to take a few minutes for our core viewers out there who like to watch me and Test Driven TV, and maybe you're a subscriber, and kind of just do a little bit of a check-in and tell you where we've been this year and where we're going next. That's what's coming up. Okay, all right, my friends, I have a little bit of a cheat sheet here, just an outline so that I can stick to the facts instead of going off into the weeds. Keep it brief. It's been a year of a lot of cars. We test drove a lot of cars this year, close to 100, and we actually have videos on right around 50 that we've actually produced videos on. And really, I think the big takeaway from looking at the last year of all the cars we test drove is the landscape out there is really changing quite a bit relative to what we have to buy out there. Not only was the market a difficult one if you're a car buyer, because you have to order a car and wait for it, and there's very few new cars on lots, and if they are there, you get to pay markups on them because there's just not enough cars to go around. It's more important than ever to have people like journalists and reviewers and third-party people that have driven vehicles that can tell you a little bit about them. That's what I do here. And so, having watched a lot of what's going on in the car market, a few things I just want to kind of go over here that I sort of took away from the year is that our choices for gasoline-powered vehicles are slowly dwindling away as the EV pivot is now really starting to take its motion. I mean, that's just a fact. The EV pivot is no longer something we talk about, it's happening. You know, the tipping point has come. And so a lot of the car companies are spending all of the development money purely on electric cars. And what's left, you know, if there's any money left over, they might update that gas one over there. And so gasoline-powered vehicles, by and large, are becoming less and less as far as the amount of choices we have. There's less horsepower, they're less enjoyable to drive. And that kind of gets me to what we're going to be doing next year, was we're going to be covering a lot more electric cars. And that's because there's going to be more of them coming at us. As I said, we're past the tipping point now. It's not going to happen someday, it's happening now. And so as we start leaning into more of the electric car coverage, a lot of things are changing. What I measure, what I talk about when we're driving the car, the things I sort of try to pick up on. You know, how long does it take to charge? Is it easy to charge? Is it hard to charge? Where's the charging port? These are things that electric car buyers want to know about. You know, does it actually get the amount of range that they say? These are new things that I'm learning. I don't own one yet, but it's probably going to be happening pretty soon. And in that way, I'm actually installing here in our studio garage a charger here in 2023, because we're testing enough electric vehicles that even though I don't own one yet, it makes sense to have my own charger, because if you're trying to charge out there at the public charging network, it sucks. Not very many people talk about that, but that's going to be something we're doing in 2023, is we're going to be leaning into a lot more coverage on living with an electric car, news around electric cars, and what's happening with legislation and things that affect the market. And so we're going to have a whole series on the EV pivot going into January and February. So if you want to hear more about just generally what's going on in the business around electric cars, in addition to our test drives, well, that's going to be happening. The other big thing that happened this year is the Ford Maverick. And if you've been watching our channel for any length of time, you've probably been asking yourself, what is with this Ford Maverick? It's all he talks about. Every other video is on a Ford Maverick. And that's because of a couple of things. A, we purchased one as a long-term test vehicle. So we're doing a lot of in-depth reporting on that vehicle specifically, but it's also been a very big story. It just has. And so because of that, and because our lived experience in the ordering and buying and ownership process has been, well, a pretty interesting one that I've seen a lot of people out there also living, we've been reporting on it, we've been covering it. And so consequently, we have the largest Maverick catalog of content of any channel out there on the internet. And I'm very proud of that. And so if you're new to the channel this year because of Maverick, yeah, we have to report on other stuff. And the fact of the matter is, if you're getting tired of watching Maverick coverage, I got to warn you, there's more on the way. We are going to be doing a lot more modification to the truck coming along. And last year we did a makeover, which changed the look of the truck with a lot of graphics and things like that. And we have a makeover part 2 coming a little bit later this spring that's going to be including a number of things that really change it up quite a bit more. It's an evolution, and I'm having fun with it. So you can always pass it up if you don't want to watch Maverick stuff, but if you want to watch Maverick stuff, we've got some stuff on the way. Also in 2022, actually in late 2021, but 22, it really got off the ground, was our partner channel, TDTV Garage. I always wanted to be able to do in-depth, under the hood technical pieces and, how to do certain things under the hood, maintenance, all of those things, technical pieces that a lot of people that come to this channel, they just want to watch car reviews or maybe car news. Some of the stuff gets into the nuts and bolts a little too far. And so we launched a new channel a little over a year ago, and it's really been taking off, a lot of new subscribers. If you go to the front page on our YouTube channel, you'll see a playlist halfway down on the page with blue artwork on the cover. And those are all our TDTV Garage. You can click there. That takes you to our other channel. You can watch whatever you want, subscribe there. In addition to subscribing here, I always like you to subscribe. But it's been a fun, sort of a more relaxed space that I can get into nuts and bolts and not worry about losing people that just aren't here for that. And it's a little more relaxed over there too. If you watch carefully, you can see I let my hair down a little bit more, and I just have fun because I love getting under the hood and getting my hands dirty. Yeah. Next up in 2023, there's a couple goals I want to share with you out there and a couple of neat things happening. We're going to be transitioning at some point in 2023 over to 4K on all of our videos. And I know some of you that watch us on big screen TVs have been going, why is he still using standard definition? HD, whoop-de-doo. Everybody in this business has now switched over to 4K except us. Have I dragged my feet? Maybe. It's been technology, both shooting it as well as editing it. That's a big step to make if you're making the change, and we're in the process of making it now. We're about 2/3 of the way there. So probably by spring, I'm guessing, we'll be in a space where you'll be able to see a little bit more of my complexion and maybe some other stuff. But you'll definitely have a better high quality picture if you're watching us on the 50-inch screen. And so I'm proud of that. That's been a lot of work getting that put together. And another big thing for 2023 is we're going to be celebrating 10 years of test-driven TV. I started this channel in May of 2013. Yeah, and so 10 years I've been doing this. It's been a full-time job from the start. And part of that is that sometime within the next couple of months, we're going to be hitting 100,000 subscribers. That's a big deal to me, 100K subscribers, right around the same time probably that we celebrate our 10-year anniversary. Now, I know a lot of you out there, you watch a lot of automotive channels, and there's a lot of the other channels out there that I compete against that are, it's collegial, it's not competition so much. Those guys hit 100K subscriber years ago. It didn't take Alex, it didn't take him 10 years to hit 100K subscribers. Most of the other people out there, it didn't take them 10 years to hit 100K subscribers. I get it. It's taken me a while to get there, but here's the thing. I realize that out there in the YouTube universe, there are some people that just have this magic that they show up on camera and bing, 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 people just, they collect subscribers really fast. And I accept the fact that I'm not that guy. I'm a little bit dry sometimes. I'm not the smartest person out there, and there's a lot of people out there that do this that are better than I am at it, and I'm okay with that. I am still very proud of the fact that even though it took 10 years, we're at 100K subscribers very, very soon. And for that, I have to thank all of you out there who are watching, who have clicked the subscribe button and have given me and the work that we do here the time of day, because it is work. Luckily, it's a passion, and that's the reason I keep doing it. And I love what I do, and that's been really one of the biggest blessings of 2022 for me, in addition to stuff in my personal life that's been very good. It's been an amazing year, and I really look forward to going into next year and making what I do here better for you. So please keep watching, and thank you for all you have done. And see more stuff here and subscribe if you haven't yet. Bye.